man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds. Today's story, never seen, only heard.
Welcome back. It's your boy javadatdude. And as always, I'm joined by my beautiful co-host,
CoCoYam.
and we have another interesting story for you today. So sit back, relax, like and subscribe, and let's get into another real random talk. All right, so for today's story, I found another interesting short on Instagram. This one by dylanpage regarding how... Let's just get into it.
Our generation might be cooked. So we just got the financial data from Coachella, and a staggering 60% of tickets this year were bought on finance. And it gets worse, because low-key, it's not even just a $600 festival ticket. We're kind of financing everything right now. See, a few years ago, it was largely the big ticket items that cost thousands, like a TV, car, or computers. But in 2025, some of the companies that now offer buy now, pay later include DoorDash, Uber Eats, Shein, Target, and this one's crazy, even Chili's. Chili's. How are we getting into debt over our dinner? But it might not all be our fault. You see, usually when there's a cost of living crisis, people have to tighten up on unnecessary spending because you're kind of forced to choose between rent and a festival. But the Coachellas and the Ubers of the world, they put their heads together and they said, how do we still make money? So they said, okay, you can't afford $50 on dinner tonight. So how about we do just $5 over 10 weeks? And it has worked well. By 2023, more than half of Gen Z in the US used BNPL services. In 2024, the US spent more with BNPL than the top 4 countries around the world combined. And by 2027, it's projected $450 billion will be spent this way globally. But debt is debt. And now only 26% of Gen Z believe that they'll own a home by age 35. So the question is buy now, pay later just a trick to get us to spend money we don't have? Or a genuinely convenient tool that allows us to survive through a cost of living crisis?
Ooh, Chili's.
Yeah, that was good.
Chili's, oh my.
Yeah, when I first heard
Chili's
Target
still
on there,
existed.
I immediately thought layaway.
Oh
But then
my
again,
God,
with layaway, you couldn't get the item until you purchased the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is more like you get it up front and you pay it over time. You get your food now, and then you're indebted for your food over the next 10 weeks.
Could you imagine, like, you go to Chili's and you order a sandwich or a burger or whatever, and then you have like food poisoning, and that was a buy now, pay later
A BNPL purchase. You just got food poisoning now, and you get to pay for it. Oh yeah. At least with like clothes, like you shop at Target or
Shein and stuff, like you could return those items, but food.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
Yeah. That's
Oh.
pretty crazy. I mean, and just the numbers at the end, the whole 26% of Gen Zers owning a home by 35.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was before. 35's, I mean, I guess wherever you be living with your parents in an apartment and be renting the entire time, 35 is not a terrible age, but 26% is a low number.
That's true. Well, then it makes me wonder, like, how early were people even owning a home before then?
That's a great question.
Like, how early were millennials? Because if they're talking about Gen Zs, how early were millennials owning a home?
That's a great question.
That's wow.
I'd say most of the people I know, just going off the top of my head, it's between the ages of 28 and 38.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say like 28 and 38.
So still, yeah.
I mean, there's some people who are getting houses early, like the age of 26 and 27. But if you think about it, I mean, you got to have a pretty decent job to be able to get approval of a loan. You know what I'm saying?
That's
To get
true.
you a house. So
Yeah, because your late 20s is like kind of like when, financially speaking, you start making a decent amount of money.
yeah, at least consistent
Yeah.
money.
Exactly. But the guy said Coachella apparently costs $600.
That's a pretty hefty ticket.
I could understand why people would do buy
Yeah.
now, pay later.
That's a pretty hefty ticket.
Yeah.
$600. I mean, I think it's over a few days though, but to pay it over time, buy now, pay later, that makes sense.
Yeah. The biggest shocker was like, Uber Eats and
food part.
yeah, the restaurant part.
meals.
Wow. You know what this now makes me think of?
What?
You could date on layaway. Well, not on layaway. Buy now, pay later.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my-
You could
can you
stunt. You could stunt
imagine?
BNPL like crazy, yo.
but-
BNPL chain, BNPL bag, BNPL 5-star.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's gonna,
About to
like
change my
when
username to BNPL.
when women like talk to their girlfriends and they talk about like their dating experience. Oh, this guy, he took me out. We went to maybe Fogo de Chao or some expensive restaurant.
Hold up, girl.
Or
with
he
that
took me,
BNPL
or
card?
if you, or like, like especially if you're in London, oh, he took me to the Shard. We had like afternoon tea, and no, they're talking about the United States because I don't think they do the buy now, pay later restaurant. Let's stick to the United States.
And we're not talking credit here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking BNPL. Like, I don't know, is there gonna be a BNPL score?
Explain that for people who don't know what that is.
Well, like, we have a whole credit system over here in the United States where, depending on how much you borrow, what you borrow, how many credit cards you have, how much of your payment that you've made on it, it takes your score up and down. The higher your score is, it's supposed to represent you being somebody who's responsible with paying back money that you've borrowed. Lower your score means that you've had missed payments. You're not somebody who can be trusted with money.
Exactly.
And then you get charged more for things.
And you say the acronym. What does the acronym stand for people who don't know?
Which acronym?
BNPL.
Buy now, pay later.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, women, when they talk about like their dating experience, they're like, oh yeah, he took me to Fogo de Chao Brazilian steakhouse. And the next question people are going to ask is, did he pay in cash or did he pay with his credit card?
Nobody paying cash anymore, though.
Well, now with this new thing that is buy now, pay later, people might start becoming impressed when you pay in cash because that means you pay for the whole thing.
But the thing
and
is,
they could have proof.
Yeah, but with the coin shortages and all this stuff that's going on, the country's pushing you to using cards. It's pushing you to using electronic money.
No, but it could be a sign of
like
because
a flex.
before, I mean now actually when you paying cash, people look at you like, oh, what's that? Because I don't know anyone that carries cash who is not over the age of 60. It's all your 60-year-olds that still pay with cash.
Yeah.
But it could be like the new thing because now that's a concrete way of proving that you actually pay for the meal.
That's true.
Because you could say, oh, he took me to this expensive restaurant, and your friend's like, how do you know that it wasn't a buy now, pay later?
He paid in cash.
He paid in cash. Ooh. And he provided a 30% tip.
Oh, yo.
In cash.
If he took you to the Shard, ladies, if he takes you to the Shard and he gives a 30% tip and he pays in cash, even now,
he got money.
he got paper. All right? He got paper.
Because the Shard is so expensive. Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Wow.
But like always, let us know what you think about this topic. Do you think BNPL is a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Does it even make sense to you? Let us know what you think. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.